I just want to go ahead and formally introduce my crowd. This is Juan. That is also Juan right there. This is Juan Jr. And that is John. Here you go, sir. All right. Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Jerry Romano, and I will not be making any whey protein references tonight or even talk about my whey protein. As a matter of fact, this is going to go away. I am here to ask you one simple question, though, and that is, do you ever put much thought into how your cell phone came to be? Now, what I mean by that is, do you ever put much thought into how, who makes these cell phones and how they're made? I'll answer those two questions in a simple speech in a couple seconds. The cell phone is one of the most overlooked commodities that we use on a daily basis. Most people don't realize the planning, the effort, and the work that is all tucked into that mobile device that you use on a daily basis. Creating a mobile phone from scratch is extremely complicated. It's a process that involves thousands of individual contributions and years of planning and research. Now, moving forward, I'm going to talk about a couple components that are found inside a cell phone, and of course, they are essential to the cell phone. The first thing is the circuit board. The circuit board is the living heart and soul of the cell phone. It's what allows you to use Twitter, Facebook, get on your Snapchat, or even take that daily selfie that you like to take on a daily basis. The next thing is the LCD, or the liquid crystal display. This is what brings out the rich colors within the phone. When you're watching a video, taking a picture, or simply watching the news, or even reading the news on your mobile device. The last thing, of course, but definitely not least, is the battery. The battery, of course, is very essential to the phone because without it, it's not going to be able to operate or even turn on. And a good battery that lasts a long time is a great component to a phone that satisfies a customer. Now, moving forward as well, we're going to talk about the design. 3 key things: look and feel, hardware, and user interface. Now, what I mean by look and feel, that is the way that the phone looks and the way that it corresponds or syncs in with your personal style, or swagger, I guess you could say, is important, because if it doesn't fit your style regimen, you're obviously not going to get it. The second thing is the feel, the texture of the phone. How does it feel in the palm of your hands when you're holding it? Is it easy to handle? Is it easy to lose grip of? That is very important when it comes to choosing out a phone. The second thing is the hardware. What I mean by hardware is the texture, or the process of what is the phone made out of? Is it made out of silicone? Is it made out of plastic? Is it made out of aluminum? That is also very important when it comes out to choosing a phone. The last thing is the user interface. Of course, the way that the phone is operated. Is it easy to use? Is it harder to use? Is it easy to access all your applications? That makes a huge difference when choosing out a phone. Of course, whatever is easiest for you, you're going to go with. And that's what I recommend. So these are all 3 key features that play a big role when choosing out or designing a cell phone. Moving forward, the software. There's 4 operating systems. There's the BlackBerry OS, which is pretty much secluded to the BlackBerry. Of course, you're not going to find very many BlackBerries nowadays. iOS software, that's your Apple iPhones. 7 out of 10 people are going to have an iPhone. The Windows Mobile OS, that is the Windows phones, which are a bit more complex to use, but of course, any corporate or work phone is going to fall into that category. And the last thing is the Android OS, the Android operating system. It's the most widely used. That is going to be your Samsung, your LG, your Droid Motorola's. They're some of the most common used smartphones. Now, with that said, these are some of the basic things that go into making a cell phone. Now, with that said, when it comes out to choosing a phone, I hope you choose the correct phone, something that fits you and your style and your swagger, something that's easy to use. I hope you took just a little bit of information from me from this presentation today. And with that said, that will conclude my speech, and that should be it.